Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the number 7 seed in the playoff, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off here. Breaking free at the 35. And they make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play on the scramble. He saw an opening and just went for it.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
First down here for this offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Pass is incomplete, but there's a penalty marker down. Might be roughing the quarterback. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Here's a 1st and 10 play. They'll run it to the right side. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. It's complete. What a grab here to the sideline. 4 set of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal. Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Auburn. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out in space.
Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? Past the 10. Touchdown, Buffs. Just ran away from the defense.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. And they tackle him at the 8. So the offense starts backed up on this possession. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. The last possession was a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive. Can the defense come up with answers this time? Fires it to the wideout. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the...
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Here comes a handoff. Runs right over the defender.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Tackle is made, but that's good for a 1st down to the 47.
Chris, just think of the list of Auburn running backs. I mean, you see this guy pick up a 1st down, and you start to see a little bit of Bo Jackson in him. Maybe a combo. Remember those days of Cadillac Williams and Ronnie Brown when they were in that backfield? Trey Mason. Boy, so many great backs that Auburn has enjoyed, and this guy's looking good.
He's going for a big play downfield. And that one's picked off. What a play. Going the other way. Can they catch him? Inside the 20. Touchdown, Buffaloes. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6. And the interception taken to the house. A pick 6 potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. They should have left the ball in the end zone. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back and do a pick 6 in the last possession. Running out of time in the pocket. And it's incomplete even on a 1st down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Bringing pressure. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play. They bring the punter onto the field now.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
And here comes the Colorado offense back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Inside the 30 now. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Colorado. Kicking team on now for the extra point. penalty is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Catch made. It's a big play inside the 30. An explosive play moves the ball all the way down near the 25-yard line.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
There's the handoff. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Auburn now operating in the red zone. He'll ride the back again here. Fighting him off. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They're setting out to try the PAT. The extra point is good. They're down by a touchdown, 21-14. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's tackled at the 6. Bad field position. Don't know why he brought that out. And the Buffalo's offense is back out there on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions.
With the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. A huge hit by the linebacker. A collision of big bodies there.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
Can he make it to the marker? They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now 4th down. The Buffaloes looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Here we go, 4th down. They'll try to run for it. Good enough for first down yardage. That's a gutsy call by this coach at this stage of the game in this field position, but it works.
Yeah, they roll the dice here early in the game, and it works out because if they don't convert there, boy, the opposing offense starts in great field position.
Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
So a very makeable 3rd down for this offense from the 26-yard line. And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. Big guys up front line up. It's first down. The DB's backing off from the line now. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. On the run, he'll let it go. And it's picked off. Threw it across his body and paid the price. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
I love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender when he throws the interception.
And now the handoff. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Now it's third and short from the 22. You expect this is four-down territory. Let's see what they do on third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Makes the catch downfield. Touchdown, Auburn. This quarterback on fire today. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up. It's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
And the extra point was up and good. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Hands off to the left. He's stopped, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll hand it off. Running with purpose. Tackle made, but there's a flag down on the field. Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. Important second down play coming up. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Fights through the tackle. And tackled there by the defense.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. That ball snagged for a completion. And the Buffaloes pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs.
Hey, I don't blame the defense here at all, Chris, for bringing the blitz. It's 3rd down and short. You got to get pressure on the quarterback, but you got to tip your cap to this quarterback. I think he was anticipating the blitz, so he's able to get the ball out of his hands quickly and pick up the 1st down.
The Buffaloes pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. They're going to run it. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And he's got it already past the 1st down marker. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
And the Buffaloes will have 1st and 10 here. Try to catch the defense with the draw. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Take it down, but not before he makes the 1st down.
Offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
That's the 2-minute warning now here in the 1st half. Now it's 2nd down here. Linebackers moving around trying to confuse the offense. They're going to run it here. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Got a lane. Can he get in? And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buffs. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up 1st downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
PAT is good, so it's a 7-point game, 28-21. Now they get set to kick it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining 1st half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And it's complete downfield. Tackle made after a big gain.
Great accuracy here by the quarterback, hitting his receiver in stride on that slant, and it gave him a chance to pick up some yards after the catch.
One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And now the running back's got it again. Looks like Auburn will have the first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
First and 10 now for the offense. He'll hand it off. Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Second down after that previous play. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Under pressure, just lets it go. Oh, a throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now he's going to bring up third down.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up the offense at the 39.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being a...
He'll take a deep shot. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Buffaloes. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just a complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. On first and 10, looking to throw. Looking to scramble. Fires it on the move. He makes the grab. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. First down and 10 now. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. First down, looking to throw the football. He's moving out of the pocket now. Looking to make a big play downfield. Deep shot caught inside the 25. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Now the all-important extra point. The extra point is good. Cuts it to a 7-point game, 35-28. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. This is a squib kick right to one of the blockers on the return team. And the returner is brought down. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. Minuta's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Passes the 40. Out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been unstoppable today. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Five-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back to football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. Gets some space around the 30. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
And he stopped just short, down to the 2, but an excellent run.
Well, these are the type of runs that begin to wear down your defense psychologically. Already had the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no, here we go again. Really not.
Touchdown, Colorado. Still no answer for this offense. It's an easy job for the play caller, right, Kirk? They can't stop the running back, feeding the ball, scores again.
Yeah, I can't.
It's flipped back to the kicker. He's looking to throw the ball. And he's got it. So the 2-point try is successful, and they build the lead even further. There's the kickoff team now, set to hoop this one away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. Handoff in a single back formation. Breaking free at the 35. Physical running, fights off the defender. And an explosive play. Stop finally made across midfield at the 44. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back. Just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right. And then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
We finally see a changeup from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers by getting pressure.
Trying to extend the play. He'll throw it now. And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
Always have to be careful on the sideline not to step out accidentally. The wide receiver does a good job here on the route to bring the ball in while on a tightrope.
Here's the handoff. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's
on the junior, gets home, making a sack there.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. It's caught downfield. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Auburn. try for 2. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And the crucial 2-point conversion is good. Makes it just a 7-point game now. Getting set to kick the ball off now. We'll call for the fair catch here. And here comes the Colorado offense back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up. And here's the handoff. Football comes out. It bounces past the sideline, out of bounds, and they avoid the turnover there. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Crossing the 35. Breaking through defenders. They make the stop, but a big gain puts them in enemy territory. Ball spotted at the 48.
I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple of blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
Tackle, but forced down.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
And the Buffaloes lining up here on 1st and 10. The shotgun running play call. Finding some room at the 25. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that 1st down.
It's a run to the left. Powering through. Also out of bounds, close to the end zone.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big 1st half. And he's already at it again.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now. And the quarterback will just sneak it now. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffs. Timeout called by the defense, their 1st of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a 2-possession game here in the 2nd half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the 2nd half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this 2-possession lead. They get a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. Trying to build on a beautiful, balanced touchdown trot last time they had it. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Mobility can be a blessing or a curse for some quarterbacks. Sometimes they feel like they can make a play on every single opportunity because they have such speed. Instead of just getting down or throwing it away, they try to force the issue. This one almost backfires on him as he tried to squeeze that throw in. He's lucky he didn't throw an interception.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. The pass rush closing in. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dream about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
And he's going to be taken down there, but there is a flag on the field. Costly hold, nullifies the play, backs him up 10 yards. Second down play coming up. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Can he take it all the way? Touchdown, Buffaloes. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. And they'll set up for the PAT. And he'll set up. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He's looking to throw. Intercepted in the end zone. Past the 40. Past the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. It's a pick two. When have you ever seen that before? As the two-point try backfires big time. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. The Auburn offense back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick six last time out here. Defense is coming after him. And that ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
And I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did right here.
He's looking to scramble. Finds room at the 30. They finally get him down, but that is a huge play. Quarterback doing it with his legs. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. Looking to throw it on first down. Lets it go quickly. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you can...
Looking for a deep completion. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
Love this aggressive mindset from the quarterback and offensive coordinator. Found the matchup that you wanted, take a shot downfield. You don't hit it, but you made the defense be aware of it.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Here comes the punter onto the field. And now the kicking team has called for a timeout before the kickoff. Punt team ready to boot it away. And it's a solid punt headed toward the sideline. And the kick angles out of bounds, so no return possible here. And the Buffalo's offense is back out there on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far, and they keep it going. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. He's running out of time here. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Fires it to the wideout. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Colorado. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
And that was almost the entire length of the field. What a play by this offense. A nice throw. But really, it's about the receiver making a catch and showing you what he can do with the ball after.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. He'll hand it off. The gain moves the ball to the 34. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play.
29 Philly. 2.
They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. He's got some room and some blockers here. That's a potential game changer. The pick and the big return.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Tailback with another carry. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. The Buffaloes will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. On 3rd down, he drops to throw, and he'll loft it to the end zone. Touchdown, Buffs. And the beatdown continues. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Going after, not great through. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Try to make a play from deep in his end zone. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. He'll take a deep shot here. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Tackle made at the 24 as they begin to put a drive together.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again. We can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. So second down after the incompletion. Looking to throw yet again. Looks like he's going to run it. The defense will wrap him up, but he's able to scramble for a first down and keep the drive going. This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. And he's going to rifle this one deep to the left side. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge game, but he could not collect it.
Oh, my gosh. They go for the big play, and they drop it. Boy, that hurts, and it hurts their momentum and a chance at a big play.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on third down and long. It's a bit of a risk. With that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on fourth and long.
And he's throwing for it on fourth down. That's a bullet right into the heart of the field. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. Not much on the return there, but a great interception. Give the offense the football at the 42. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, helping just with 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at second and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Catch made on the left side. Finally out of bounds after a solid game, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Contact as he let the ball go. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. Empty set now. 5 wide receivers.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions. Locked into his primary. Tried to force it in there. And it doesn't work out.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball. The Buffaloes hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Looking for the wideout. Can't connect downfield. Incomplete and a turnover on downs.
I think they're going to end up regretting going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? But again, I get being aggressive, but you got to be smart on when to go through it and when to punt.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he's going to fire this one deep down the middle. Oh, they almost had another interception. At least second down.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, the defense does a really good job getting that initial pressure on the quarterback, but this is what he can do. His athletic ability and his legs gets him away from the pressure. He buys some time, and I love how he keeps his eyes downfield. He's not scrambling to run. He's scrambling to make a big play with his arm, just unable to connect with the receiver downfield, but good effort and a good play.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Trying for a 4th down completion. It's incomplete. There is a marker down on the field. Let's check out that call. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. 1st down here for this offense. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He picks up 9, so just short of the 1st down. 2nd and 1.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up the 1st down here on this next play.
And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field.
Boy, this guy's been a lot of fun to watch today, showing a lot of ability to get outside with speed, some toughness between the tackles. Now he's well over 100 yards, and a big part of the reason this team's going to advance to the next round.
Looking to pass here. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, Chris, I can tell you as a quarterback, there's nothing more frustrating than a big defensive lineman who's good at swatting the ball. Because if they don't do it, oftentimes you got an open receiver and a completion.
Just a 4-yard gain, so it sets up 3rd and 6. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
That's the last thing that you could afford to do. Working with the lead in the 4th quarter, I thought it'd be easy throws, high percentage throws, run the football, keep that clock moving.
Going for a big play downfield. And the pass is dropped, incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Here's the 2nd down play. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. Here's another interception. We're losing track. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. Out past the 30. And he steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
And the runner brought down after just a short game. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Send the back in motion. That's a design quarterback keeper. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Offense will have to overcome the holding penalty now. Important 2nd down play coming up.
3:25.
And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And a nice drive going here, but now it's third down and long.
29 Philly. 2-9. Let's go.
Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be fourth down and inches to go.
Chris, what?
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. The Buffaloes have 1st and 10 here.
Slam.
Back in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
On the set.
They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And the offense will spend a timeout, stopping the clock with 22 seconds remaining.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. And the Buffaloes come to the line in a hurry-up. Needs a completion here on 4th down. He's got it near the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
And he's stopped short. The 2-point try fails. They can't build on their lead here. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And a timeout is taken. Just 2 seconds left on the clock. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. It's a squib kick fielded by one of the up men. And the coverage team will tackle him as the clock runs out. That will wrap up this game. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play and be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship. That says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.